I'm Holly.
And I'm Bridget.
And this
is Girls Next Level.
Welcome back to Girls Next Level podcast, everybody. We are very excited because we have a special guest here who we haven't seen since she was on season 4 of the show many years ago. And we're super excited to catch up with her. We have Ariana Gradow here. And she also goes by Air, which we love.
I love that because I know that you do Ariel and everything. And I just think that's such a cool, like such a cool shortening of your name.
Yeah, I actually started going by Air when I was 7.
Oh.
And I wrote a book about it. My nanny gave me this this thing that you illustrate. It's actually great for kids. You can illustrate the pictures and write a story, and then they send it off and make it into a hard copy book.
Yeah.
So I have a hard copy book about this woman who goes by Air. Her name is Ariana, and she goes by Air, rescuing this little girl. Aww. And she turns into a turtle and saves her, and
that is so cute.
It's really
old
cute.
School, old soul stuff.
I
right
love
there.
that. No, I love that.
Yeah, so I finally started going by Air probably after I met you guys, and I went through a period where I was I'm going to adopt it, and then I named my company. My now company is called Art of Air.
I love that.
Doing art.
That's so cool.
I love it too. I feel like that's something your kids would like to do.
Rainbow did do one of the books that you can draw and send off to be printed out. It was very cute. Yeah, it was called Rainbow and Her Friends, and it was a picture of her on the front, and she looked very.
Did she illustrate it?
Yeah.
See,
so
it's
cute.
gonna be she's gonna love that as an adult.
It's
cute.
the
best gift for kids. I feel like
that's really.
I
cool.
love that your daughter's name is Rainbow.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Rainbow Air and Rainbow.
Yeah.
Forest.
What are your other kids' names?
Forest is my son.
Forest and Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
They like to hang out in the forest with the rainbow.
I have Dennis and Terry. Cats. Okay, so tell everybody, we're going to get some background on you and everything. Tell everybody where you grew up.
I grew up in Aspen. You guys came to the house in this ridiculous spaceship.
What was it like growing up there? Did that just seem normal to you? Were you always in that house
tough.
since day one?
Yeah.
Really? Did you get lost
tough.
in there as a kid?
No.
Oh.
I mean, at some point you learn. It's like the mansion.
Yeah.
It's people probably ask you if you get lost with it. So we moved in there when I was about 9. We used to, the house before that was called the Mushroom House.
I've seen pictures of that online,
and
too.
that
It's
was
precious.
a wild house. And it had, my parents' bedroom was a ladder that you walk up to just a water bed. The whole room was a water bed.
That is cool.
And then, and the whole house was based off the Fibonacci sequence, even though my parents didn't even know that. The whole house was amazing. So I grew up in that house until 9. And then
that house was in Aspen as well?
Yeah, and then my mom built, it's called the Copper Palace, and people can find it online. There's a lot of stuff, featuring it. It was built and designed by Bart Prince. And it took my mom almost 8 years to build it, so she started young. And then it took her a while. So I grew up in Copper Palace starting at 9. We still have that house.
Yeah.
And it's such a specific house, to sell it or do anything with it, so hard,
Yeah, it's so cool though.
So I don't think that they'll never sell it. It's so them.
And
It's
I feel
special.
like everybody knows it.
In Aspen, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Aspen.
It's been featured a lot in the town. People know about it, and they're like, oh, I got to get up there and go to the disco. I had my bat mitzvah there.
Oh, you did?
Oh, that's so fun.
I was convinced my parents to let me have a party.
That's fun.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it was
I don't
an
want
interesting place
I feel
to
like
grow
we
up.
have to have you back on when we talk about that whole episode.
Yeah.
But I had so many feelings about that whole thing, and I just want to say we can get into that more next time or whenever we talk about that. But you were the one thing that made me feel comfortable.
Thank you.
I was when you were okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go to bed. I was thinking of inside, no, don't go to bed. Stay with me.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. It's definitely brings up, I don't know. It's not a relaxing house exactly. It's there's so many shapes, colors, even the walls are textured, and it's just hard for your nervous system to just relax in a house. It doesn't feel as homey. It's like an art museum.
Yeah.
So as a child, I think it was hard, especially my parents were traveling a lot, and I had a lot of nannies around. So it was just it wasn't a relaxing place to just be a kid.
Yeah.
It was I had to always kind of tiptoe around the house, make sure I was making not touching things, not breaking things.
This is kind of esoteric, but do you feel like with all the different materials in the house and like the metals and the crystals and the different things, do you feel like that holds on to energy?
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm super spiritual these days, and
I
like
was
I have
thinking
been
the
for a
same
while.
thing.
And I think I don't know if this is appropriate to say on air, but I will. I think that house has some like a little bit of bad juju. Like it's just got there's so many crystals, there's so many fossils. Like there's walls made of fossils. Like I don't even know. They got this type of fossil before it really became, I don't know the name of it, but there's an entire room made of fossils.
Wow.
I'm just like, holy cow, it's so intense. Like, yeah, and I don't know, it's just when I was talking to that guy out there, Gary, I was actually abducted in that house at one point.
Stop, we want to know.
Wait, yeah. Oh,
But that might be a different
no, we
This
want to
is
hear it.
so what we want to hear
We
about.
want to hear it.
Yeah.
Please. We love this stuff.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
we love
gosh. Oh gosh, this is so intimidating.
I kind of don't
I-
want to be abducted because I heard it's awful, but I kind of do because I feel like I'm not part of the club and I need to understand.
Well, also as a kid, just like, okay, this is so crazy. I'm sharing this, but I definitely was pretty tuned in as a kid to like other spirits and stuff. And my parents were gone a lot. So it was like just kind of me experiencing life. And I felt like I saw ghosts in that house. And I felt like, and then the house looks like spaceship, like from above. And it's far from everything. And it's so interesting sharing this on, to live. But yeah, I started having reoccurring dreams for like years. And it started when I was like 9 or so, that these aliens would come through my window and do experiments on me. And I like couldn't wake up. And then I would have like recollections of them. And I would wake up feeling restless. And I would like remember it, but not enough. And it happened day after day, year after year.
Wow.
And then my parents were like, first of all, they were just kind of like, what do we do with this kid? Like, how do we handle kids in general? But then also like, how do we interact with one that says she's seeing aliens? And so they just like sent me to therapy, and the therapist didn't really, it was a while ago. So like the therapist was kind of just like, okay, here's some video games. Like, I don't really know exactly. He didn't know what to do. I'm in a small town. There's no experts in the field of like child psychology and how to help someone like that.
Abductions.
Abductions specifically. And yeah, it stopped happening when I went to boarding school, when I left the house.
Oh, that's so
fascinating.
interesting.
Well, a couple of things to that. One, Nick, my husband, he gets abducted too.
He has been?
Or abducted in dreams.
Whoa,
a lot.
seriously?
And I'm right next to him, and I can see it happening.
Oh my
And he is
gosh.
terrified for his life, and he's yelling out, and he's
What?
screaming in pain.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like so afraid I'm going to see an alien one of these days. And I
He
may
has
have
dreams.
seen
So
one
he has had a dream that he's been abducted.
multiple times.
Whoa.
and his father was an astronaut, which I feel like there has to be a correlation.
a lot
Not
of people
that everybody
think.
who gets abducted has a parent or relative in NASA, but still.
Wow.
I feel like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
then,
how does he describe the experience?
exactly like you just did.
Really? They do experiments on it?
Yes.
I just got goosebumps.
So weird,
Yes. I mean, there's so many
There's a
similarities.
lot of people that are having this like similar, similar experience where they like come in and they do. So you can't see anything.
When I wake up, trust me, I'm scared to like look, but I don't see anything in the room. And I try to wake him up. But there was this one
And he
time.
can't wake up. He like won't wake up.
It's hard, and he gets combative with me. And it's almost like he can't move, but when he does move, it's like very like he's gonna hit or knock me off or whatever.
Not, what's that? Like paralysis. What's that?
The sleep paralysis, yeah.
Is it that, or is it like just dreams about aliens?
It's more, I guess, dreams.
Wow.
But this last time it happened, I got up to go to the bathroom, and when I came out, there was something that looked
you feel it.
alien-like in the window outside.
like a big praying
So
mantis.
scary.
Yeah, like a big praying mantis. It was
Since
exactly.
it's Halloween, now we're like,
Yeah.
wow.
So, and I don't know. I just keep saying that was just my mind playing tricks on me because I had it in my head, aliens, and there's
Wow.
really nothing there. But I don't know. There was something. Something was not right about that window.
Yeah. And I didn't really process it for so long. And then actually in 2012, I went to Tulum, near Tulum, and I went to this party. We like partied on a pyramid, on a Mayan pyramid, and there were all these speakers. I was at this big conference for like paranormal and sound healing and all these different speakers. And I met one of the guys who writes books on alien abductions, and I went up to him and I told him my experience. And he was like, "Yeah, you've been abducted," and he just said it so nonchalantly after like years of not being validated, like my whole life, and he just validated my experience. I was like, it was a very jarring, actually, validation. I was like, whoa, I did not know this would be. So yeah, I was abducted in that house.
Oh my gosh.
I never talk about that.
Well,
here we go.
Yeah, no,
two other things I wanted to say just to like validate you too is that like I had paranormal things happen when I was a kid too, and my parents also sent me to like a psychiatrist, and they also really didn't know what to do either. So it's like very weird situation. But also when we stayed in that house, I was freaking out and feeling like really weird, and I was begging the crew, please let me go back to the hotel with you guys. I can't spend the night here.
Wow.
And they refused to let me go. And then I ended up hanging out with you for a little while, and that made me feel better, but I could not sleep. And I was just like, and I don't know what it was. Everybody was so nice and so accommodating. So it wasn't like,
it's so interesting. Other people have felt that too. They're like, something's off. Yeah. I feel it too when I go back there. I mean, my mom will hate saying this about her house because it is honestly, it is the most beautiful house. Like it is. So cool. It's her masterpiece.
It's
she
incredible.
loves it so much. Like it's her piece of art that she's created, and she literally hand painted the walls and like glued crystals on until the wee hours of the night upstairs. Like she literally spent 8 years of her life dedicating to building that house. So she loves it so much. And whenever I bring up like things about the house that didn't feel good or things like that, like, oh, it's got a weird energy, it just bring her, it just makes her sad. So I like try not to talk about it around her. And but you know, I think she also knows clearly how I feel about it.
But it's not personal. Like it's decorated and incredible, and it is like a work of art. That's for sure.
But I wonder sometimes if it was like the alien experience that just gave me like put some weird energy in it. You know, I don't know exactly what it is, but you know, because they built it, so it's not like it was like built on a ceremonial burial ground. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Who knows what was there, but
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor. IQ Bar is the better-for-you, plant protein-based snack made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash. All IQ Bar products are packed with clean, delicious ingredients that keep you physically and mentally fit, like magnesium, lion's mane, adaptogens, and more. The products are entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. They are the smarter snack choice with more fiber and less sugar and carbs than the alternatives. And the flavors are delicious. I am snacking on peanut butter chocolate chip right now, but I also love the mint chocolate chip. And you guys, they have fun seasonal flavors. Like I just got the gingerbread ones. They're delicious. And if you're curious about all the products or you just can't decide like what flavor you want, there is the Ultimate Sampler Pack. It's a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars in all different flavors, 8 IQ mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their ultimate sampler pack includes all 3. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text LEVEL to 64,000. Text LEVEL to 64,000. That's LEVEL to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. This time of year, it is harder to keep our face hydrated and looking good between like the colder weather and the rush of the holidays. Just sometimes your skin can feel dry or dull or stressed, and that's why I've been sticking with OneSkin.
I just got back from a trip, and my favorite product to use on my skin when I travel is the OneSkin face. It's so refreshing and hydrating and lightweight. It is perfect for travel. It's perfect for all climates. At the core of their patented OS1 peptide, the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, the root cause of wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity, all key signs of skin aging, and these results have now been validated in 5 different clinical studies. At the helm of this iconic skincare brand is their founding all-woman team of longevity scientists with PhDs in stem cell biology, skin regeneration, and tissue engineering. OneSkin also just launched their limited edition holiday sets, including the Nightly Rewind gift set, which adds the perfect touch of luxury to your gift list. It's the ultimate upgrade to any nightly ritual. Featuring their best-selling face moisturizer, their brand new lip mask, and a sculpting gua sha tool, each element is designed to work together as your body enters its natural nightly repair mode, helping renew skin at the cellular level for a stronger, smoother, and more youthful-looking complexion. I just got that lip mask, and it is so good, let me tell you. For a limited time, try OneSkin for 15% off using code NEXTLEVEL at oneskin.co/nextlevel. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. I feel like just so many interesting materials from all the copper and all the crystals. I feel
So
like those
much
can
copper.
really hold on to so much energy.
Totally, that's so
too.
interesting. Yeah, the copper, it's like all copper, which is a conduit.
Yeah.
It's not a drywall house.
No, there's no, for listeners, there's literally no 90-degree angles in the whole house. That was what the designer was trying. So that every single wall is just somewhat off 90. There's no 90 degrees.
Interesting.
And
that
we
might
love
have
90
something to do
degrees,
with
like,
it
I
too.
think- Yeah, that might be it. I think that humans are just like, we're designed to be in squares a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what we're used to.
So you talked about it a little bit, but like, what was your childhood like?
Well, I grew up in Aspen. I definitely was like outdoors a lot. I was kind of tomboy, which was a dichotomy when I got to my college years, and Playboy actually reached out because as a child I was like such a tomboy and so wanting to like just get dirty and play with worms. And I think a lot of kids, especially women, like we sort of like idolize the masculine and just lose our sense of femininity especially now in modern, maybe less so now, but back in the day a little bit. And I went snowboarding. I was very outdoorsy, like did all the sports, definitely a big skier, snowboarder. But my parents were gone a lot. They traveled a lot. They had a house in Hawaii and they traveled a lot, and it was hard to be in that house alone. And then at 13, I went to boarding school. So that was a bit challenging too.
Where'd you go
Yeah.
to boarding school?
In Connecticut.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's
And then
boarding school like? I hear people say they went to boarding school, and I don't even know what that would be like what that is.
I wouldn't recommend it for your kids.
So
or
it's
your
not like
cats.
cozy Harry Potter vibes.
I wish it was cozy Harry Potter
Yeah.
vibes. No, it's more, to be the one I went to. It started at 13, so it's for younger kids. And it's just hard. It's hard to leave your parents that young.
Yeah.
I think a lot of parents do it thinking it'll prep their I know my parents had very good intentions. They were like, we're gonna prep our kids for college and really start young and get them a good education. And I just think it ended up backfiring on them because I got into some Ivy Leagues eventually, and I was like, I just want to go home. I want to go back to Colorado.
Yeah.
And I went back to Colorado for college instead, which they were like, damn it, it didn't do the job we thought we were doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. They're trying to, you have a few authority figures trying to manage all of the parents for hundreds of kids. So they just make the rules very strict. And yeah, it was like kind of, I feel like a lot of the normal childhood things were taken away. Like prom night was very different for me.
Oh.
And like things that are just so key to being a child and like a kid and a teen.
Yeah.
I kind of missed out on.
I
But it's
was-
okay. Thank God for therapy.
Yeah.
I was trouble in my teens.
I was trouble too, actually, in the boarding school.
How old
I
were
want to
you
know
when-
about you as a teenager.
No.
What were you up to? Drinking in the parking lot?
Or like there would be like these dirt roads. We lived way out in the country. There'd be dirt roads.
Where'd
There'd
you
be
grow
like
up?
a party, Northern California.
Okay.
and just like at the end of some dirt road with like a kegger, and I'm
Yeah.
like 15 with like some 22-year-old's car until 3 in the morning, saying I'm spending the night at my friend Lisa's house.
I did
kind
the
of thing.
same thing, actually. I had a made-up friend that I like would tell my mom I was just going, and we would go to those back road keggers too.
Yes.
Actually, I think his 17th birthday, we had a kegger for my birthday, and just went all night on the backside of the mountain.
Oh, and then like somebody would say cops, and everybody would like throw their beers
Totally.
and
Oh my
everybody go
God.
running.
That's
and like,
so familiar. Even when you're driving, cops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So funny.
Yeah, no matter where you are.
And it would be somebody in my passenger seat, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong, and I'm just about driving off the road because they're freaking out.
well, just in case
I
you were
know.
gonna flip that bitch or
That
like
was
whatever.
such a thing.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
such a thing. Oh my
It
God.
was.
How old were you when you first learned what Playboy was?
Oh, I was young. I mean, my mom, this is like such an active role in Playboy.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys knew this, but my grandma was the real estate, like helped broker the deal for the Playboy Mansion.
I
Did
knew
you
she
know
helped
that?
find. I know that's how like
And
your
like
mom
my
was
mom
able
helped
to find
the
it.
mansion.
Yeah.
And my
I know
grandma
that,
helped
yeah.
broker the deal. So I mean, there was such an involvement by the whole
Yeah.
family in Playboy. And then my uncle was a photographer for Playboy back in the day.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
So our whole family was pretty involved in Playboy. And so I think, I don't actually know an age, but from when I can remember,
Yeah.
I knew of Playboy.
Yeah.
And when did you discover that your mom was so involved? Like,
Yeah, same kind of thing. I just knew she was really involved.
was all kind of the same
Like,
time?
Same, like probably like 9 or 10 when I started to process like what is Playboy.
Yeah.
I think my brother probably had a different experience because he's a guy, and so like people are like finding the Playboys and like that's your mom, you know.
yeah.
Do you have like is that something you ever fear with your kids? Of
Yeah, I wonder about it. And somebody told my daughter what it was, but I don't think she gets it yet because she was
Yeah.
like, Mom, I know you used to live at this place. But luckily, nobody like presented it to her as like something bad or that
Yeah.
she should be embarrassed about. So it hasn't turned into like that kind of thing. Hopefully,
and
it
how do
doesn't,
you
but-
talk to her about it?
No, because I was kind of just waiting for an appropriate time. Like I'm totally open. Like obviously I've written books about it and stuff, so I'm totally open to talking about anything. But I just kind of wanted to like wait and see what happened a little bit. I didn't want to like bring it up earlier or make it sound like more sinister than it needs to be for her consumption
Yeah.
at any given point. So, but luckily so far what she's heard about it doesn't seem to be anything that people are bringing to her negatively. So that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my mom, there was never like a conversation about, I don't remember specifically a conversation like, hey, let's talk about this. I think it just, I don't even know how I found
Just
out.
is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's just.
But I remember we had some Olivia pop arts, and my mom has, you know, the Barbie Benton bust.
Yeah.
We have one in our house.
Oh,
So
we're like twins.
I didn't realize she had one.
she has one, and I know Hef has the other.
Yeah. Or did. I wonder who has it now.
Has anyone else done that? Any of the other playmates or you ladies like done like a full statue of just like your bust, like the Holly bust?
No.
Holly Madison bust.
Your mom's was so cute. It would have never occurred to me to try to like replicate
Yeah.
it. I feel like that was just so good
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really cute.
it is cute.
Yeah.
She was just like, let's feature the ladies.
Yeah.
Totally. So, what about the relationship your mom had with Hef? When did you find that out?
I mean, I knew about that as well, but I think I started to process it more probably when I was, I don't know, in my teenage years, maybe in college, like understanding their relationship. And then eventually when I was in my early 20s, that's when I met you ladies, and I moved out to LA, and Hef just put me on the list. You know, we had like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I could go up whenever, and that's when I started to really understand their relationship.
Yeah.
But she's told me some things that, you know, it's good you got me on the air because I don't think she'll ever say this. But he really loved her. Like, he really loved her. And
I think so.
I think before he met you guys, he asked her to marry him. Like, and I was like, hey, I want to re-up our relationship. And she said, she's just so loyal. She's the most loyal woman, you know. She'll never divorce my dad.
Yeah.
She loves him, and she's like, till the day she dies, you know. So, Yeah, but he really cared about her, and it was really sweet to see their level of friendship grow. And yeah.
Well, I think it's very clear, even when she came to visit at the mansion, and even in the episode after we're gone, when she comes to check on him, and I think it's the roller skating party and stuff, she does seem very concerned and very...
Like, I always say to Bridget, because she hasn't seen the season 6 one, I'm like, I feel like if we just watched all the Barbie episodes back to back, it would kind of tell the Girls Next Door story. I want to do it and see how that goes, because like season 6, there's just this moment where she's talking to Hef and she's like, are you okay? Are you good? And he's doing his typical thing where every time he's asked, oh, this is the best time of my life. But he just always says that. And you can tell she knows that's not true. And you can see it in her eyes, and it's just a sad scene.
Yeah, totally. He did put on like just a happy front a lot, even though I think deep down he was feeling things, and she was attuned to that. Yeah, they had a really intimate... I was like... She's going to hate me for saying this. I actually asked her last night. Oh, my God. I'm just going to say it. I asked her last night. I was like, did you ever, like, they had multiple girls. Did you ever have a threesome? And she was like, never. She said never.
Interesting.
And I was like, that is insane to me, because Hef is, Hef.
Yeah.
And also, I think that, that's why she left him, because he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
Which is also Hef, it's like...
Yeah. I don't know if this is something you'd be able to tell, like, as a daughter, but did you ever get any indication about, did your dad ever feel weird that your mom had such a high-profile, famous relationship, or did he think it was cool?
My dad, George Gradow, he's just his own, like, he just moves to the beat of his own drum. I don't think he's really affected by much. It's something I admire about him a lot.
Yeah, he seems very confident, like a very confident guy.
No F's given, He's like, whatever. I don't think he was intimidated.
Yeah.
And also, she's so loyal. Like, I think he knew she wasn't going anywhere.
I have always been, and maybe it's irrational, but I have always been a little intimidated by like eye appointments, going to the eye doctor, possibly needing glasses, and everything that goes along with that. And luckily for me, it kind of happened to Nick first. He started having some vision issues and he went to the eye doctor. And of course I went with him, and he came out with a prescription for some glasses. And I immediately thought that shopping for glasses was going to be boring and just very kind of medicinal. But Warby Parker changed all of that. Shopping for glasses at Warby Parker was actually really fun, and they use nothing but premium materials in each frame. They design every frame in-house, and their collection includes silhouettes, colors, and fits made to suit every face. And they offer everything you need for happier eyes, including eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. And everybody there is so nice. Trust me when I tell you, Nick is a heavy user. We are in Warby Parker all the time. They are so sweet and so patient. They are always willing to clean your glasses for you while you look around or tighten a loose screw, anything that you might need. So when it came time for me to need my first pair of readers, I was actually excited about the process, and I couldn't wait. Warby Parker has over 300 plus retail locations across the US and Canada where you can get styled by one of their friendly and expert advisors. But if you don't have time for that, you guys, I just tried this out. You can shop them online. And what I mean by that is you can literally try them on online. It's so cool, you guys. They literally have the glasses that you pick out, and your face is in the camera, and it will put the glasses on you so you can see what they look like right at home. It's so amazing. Warby Parker has 300 plus locations to help you find your next pair of glasses. You can also head over to warbyparker.com/nextlevel right now to try on any pair virtually. That's warbyparker.com/nextlevel. warbyparker.com/nextlevel.
Hef told me a really cute story once, and I don't know where this interview came from, but I think it's such a cute story, and I don't know if you know about it. But Hef was talking about how there was like an interview. Somebody interviewed your dad about something, like just about a party he was throwing or like a real estate thing or something. And they are like, oh, so like, are you ever going to settle down? And he goes, I would if I ever met a girl like Barbie Benton.
Yeah.
Did you know about that?
Yeah.
That is
It's
so
how they
cute.
met. It's their origin story.
Oh, he manifested.
really?
Yeah,
her.
it's actually a good one. I should probably share it really quickly.
Yeah.
Do it. We wanna
Okay,
know.
so he said that. He said, I would settle. He was in his 40s, successful real estate developer, lawyer, attractive, like super fit. And they were like, someone said, are you going to settle down? He said, when I meet Barbie Benton. And that person just happened to know my mom's grandmother, Helen Klein. He was like, interesting. I know her mother. Maybe I can set up a date. And my mom had just ended her relationship with Hef. She was dating this other guy, Andy, and she'll probably tell it better if she's ever on the show. But they were dating, and you know when your mom tries to, I don't know, my mom tries to set me up often, and I'm like, you know, you're just like, oh, I don't want to, Mom. Like, I don't have time for your setups. Like, you know. So her mom was trying to set her up. She didn't want anything to do with it. So my grandma kind of did this like turnaround mix up where she made my dad seem like a financial planner. So she was like, Barbie, just go meet this financial planner. He'll help you with your finances. So my mom shows up thinking he's gonna like be the financial planner for her books and all the things and do her books. And he shows up. My grandma gives him some tips, and he showed up in like shorts and a tennis racket, and she was a huge tennis fan.
Cute.
And he's like looking all good, and she's like, "Ooh, who's this financial planner? It's like super attractive." So they started doing. He didn't quite realize that was his role. So he was like a tennis. And she 100% thought he was just like the financial planner.
She's like, this is a weird way to plan my finances, playing tennis and going to dinner.
Exactly. He kept just asking her out, and eventually he did. And you remember how my dad dresses like so weird? He showed up to their first date like wearing the most ridiculous outfit, and she was so embarrassed. I think she brought him to an award show.
Oh no. That's funny.
And he showed up in this ridiculous outfit, but they had a lot of fun. And
That's so cute.
It really is a cute story.
I love that story. I love manifesting. I love all that stuff. Did you ever want to be in Playboy, or were you like,
You know, it's so interesting. When I was a teenager, that's when they reached out to me. Or like I was in college.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like, wait, what?
So I was in college.
Yeah.
I was young. It's probably around the time you guys met me. But I was like, I had body dysmorphia back then. I just like.
I think we all did.
Yeah. And I was so afraid of like not being thin enough and not being able to do it and pull it off well. And I don't know if this is true, but at least for me, like it took me a while to come into my sexuality and like sensuality and just to like own my body in a way that felt empowering. And so it wasn't until I hit, I would say like late 20s that I felt embodied. And then I just was like scared to reach out, or I don't know. But yeah, I think when I hit that age, I was like, oh, this would be fun, you know?
Yeah.
But
the company changed so much between those. I don't even know what they're doing now.
I think by the time I was interested in doing it, like it was just a totally different magazine. You know?
Yeah, we definitely.
And they were looking, and now it's I don't even know what's going on with Playboy. It's not even it's definitely not run in the way that.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's kind of like OnlyFans, and like every once in a while they'll put out an issue.
It feels very like Instagram, you know, famous Instagram celebrity focused, not as much of like literally girls next door type of look.
Right.
Which I think was his original goal, was to find that like girl next door, someone you could relate to, a girl that you could that could literally live next door. And
Speaking of Girls Next Door, did you watch it growing up?
yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I love that show. It's a great show.
And what did you think of your mom's episodes?
They're great. Yeah, I think I was on all of the ones that my mom was on.
No, she was on more. She came to Fight Night in season 1.
I was at Fight Night.
You were there already?
The UFC?
It was just like regular boxing, I think, was that night.
I think it was. Okay, it was just a boxing night.
She came with a friend. I think the first time we meet you is this episode we're going to talk about, which is the murder mystery party.
I was
You
at Fight
probably,
Night.
maybe
I was at a Fight Night.
Yeah, they had a lot of fight nights.
Yeah, there were a lot of fight nights. There was at least
Yeah,
one.
that might have not been. I don't know. But I remember I was sitting in front of Joe Rogan. And
Oh,
I
that's
didn't.
fun.
I'm like one of those people who's not really like aware of celebrities and stuff.
Same.
And I turned around and I was like, I know you somehow. Like, were you on the hike today? Because we had a hike with Kendra. And I was like, was that you that I ran into on the hike? And
That's so funny.
he was like,
He's like, I was not at
turn
Runyon
around.
Canyon. Okay, so murder mystery party. First time, I'm pretty sure it's the first time we're meeting you. You come to the mansion. Actually, let me back up. When was the first time you were at the mansion?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Like, did you ever come to an Easter as a kid?
No.
And that's
I
interesting.
don't know why I didn't come earlier.
Probably distance.
It is really interesting. Like, I don't think my mom was on purpose trying to separate
Yeah.
me. But I just literally lived in Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. You know, it wasn't a ton of opportunities. And then I think that that might have opened the door to reconnecting Hef and my mom as well. Because he's probably like, how do I invite Barbie to the house? This was like an opening of like, hey, we're doing a show.
Yeah.
We'd love for you to be on the show. Maybe it was an opening.
Do you
I
think?
think that might have been the first time, yeah.
Do you think coming for the murder mystery party might have been your first time?
Yeah. now that I think
Oh,
about it.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were your thoughts on the mansion? Was it everything you thought or had seen?
Well, I think I visualized it being like more grandiose, in all honesty, because you see these major photos of just like, oh, this thing that's got the peacocks, and it's just like he's had that thing forever. It's so it's like a little run down a little bit inside. I think that there could be some upgrades, but it's amazing. Obviously, I think that my favorite part was definitely seeing all the animals, and then the game room. I remember the game room with like the Playmate pinball machines.
Yeah.
And I didn't explore. I mean, I kind of remember going down to the gym and seeing like tanning beds and stuff.
Yeah. Also
Wasn't
really
that a
old.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah, the old tanning beds.
Yeah.
It's like he could do just a little to make that place look so upgraded.
I know.
But-
Trust me.
We tried. Never got much movement.
But it was, I mean, it's so fun to have. I mean, it must have been so fun for you girls to live there and just like have food anytime you want. It's just being like an all-inclusive resort all the time.
Yeah, kind of was. Now you put it that way. That's so funny.
Totally.
You like live at an all-inclusive resort with all your friends.
Do you remember what it was
Wild.
like when you first met Hef?
What was it like for you living at the all-inclusive resort? Like,
Amazing. I mean, I felt like all that, like the food and staff and all that kind of stuff, that's all incredible. Some of the bedroom stuff is not so incredible.
Yeah.
Some of the mean girls.
you each had your own bedrooms?
I did.
I did not. I shared with Hef.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people walking in and out, and not just girls, like staff, like his secretaries, or like I had this little corner in the back, like this vanity area, and there was just no privacy. Like you couldn't lock your door because the secretaries would come in all hours of the day to like change his calendar and stuff. It was
Wow.
like a lot.
But
Yeah, that
that
sounds
difference, me being able to have my own room, makes my experience infinitely better than Holly's.
Like
Yeah.
a completely different experience.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then Hef probably has like a lot more, like he's probably more needy with you. He wants more
Oh
things
my God,
from
yeah.
you. And you put a lot of pressure, I'm sure, on you,
Totally.
right?
That was a lot.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of Hef? This is the first time you're meeting him then too,
He's
right?
so sweet. I mean, Hef was always so sweet to me and like, generous and kind. And I had only good positive things to say about
Yeah.
Hef. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you nervous to meet him?
I was, yeah. And I remember walking in. Do you remember that cardboard cutout of Hef?
Yeah.
And I saw that first and I was like, oh, look at this.
So funny.
You know what's funny is we had those made, or somebody had them made,
You
but I
did?
think it was part of our idea because I remember talking to everybody about this. There was one of each of us, Holly, Kendra, me, and Hef, and it was for the Halloween party because everybody bugs Hef the entire time about wanting pictures with
photo.
everybody. So what we did is we set up a backdrop in the dining room
Brilliant,
with
brilliant.
the cutout so everybody could get
I
a
think I
picture.
got a
photo.
photo with that cutout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
and then
perfect.
after the Halloween party, they just stuck around, and they were there until we left, and then they got rid of
yeah.
somebody got rid of ours, but but Hef's was still around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that was the original intention. So everybody, because you originally weren't allowed to bring phones or cameras to any of the parties, but everybody wants that souvenir photo to say you were
I
here.
think that they changed that because I remember I
changed.
had my phone. Yeah,
it changed. But so I was like, why don't we let them at least get a souvenir photo?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we set up a backdrop and do a thing that they can take? So I thought that was cool, like, theme park style.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the brand Fabletics? I had definitely heard about it, but I hadn't tried their products until recently, and I am loving their stuff. I started out with just this really cute basic workout outfit. It was red leggings, bright red, which I love, and it was something I didn't have already, and then my red sports bra, and it was so comfortable, easy to work out in. I loved it so much, I was like, let's see what else they've got. Then I just sort of went crazy. I have this coat that I recently wore in one of our recordings. It's like pink and white checkered, and it's so perfect for these colder mornings that we've been having. But then I saw that they also had these really cute Christmassy onesies, and I was like, oh, I need a couple of those too. Because a girl can never have too many onesies, right? It's functional, it's comfortable, it's cute. And the good stuff sometimes costs so much money. And that's why Fabletics is so great. It feels just as premium as those expensive brands, but without making your wallet hurt. And Fabletics has a community of over 2 million VIP members. And when you sign up as a new VIP member, you get 80% off of everything. Fabletics already has amazing deals, but right now they're running their biggest sale of the year on top of that. I've got an exclusive offer just for you. 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Head to fabletics.com/nextlevel and sign up as a VIP to get 80% off everything. This is only available through our link, so go to fabletics.com/nextlevel to sign up as a VIP and get 80% off. That's fabletics.com/nextlevel.
Okay, so back to the murder mystery party.
I like it.
Yes. Do you remember how you coming to the murder mystery party came about?
I think my mom told me, you guys just called her, right? I think it was in an episode where you were like, let's invite Barbie, and you called her. Or that might have been for a different episode.
Maybe a deleted scene or something.
Oh, is it a deleted scene? Oh, okay, because I didn't see it in the episode.
I remember it being a thing where you guys were like, okay, we're going to call you. And it was a scene that you guys called my mom. But it was so nice. What made you want to invite us and invite my family?
Well, I think that the production was like, you guys should invite I mean, she had been to the mansion like 3 or 4 times before, and we had done things with her. Like we went to the striptease class, and we went to dinner.
Okay, that was
we
the
went
one
shopping together and stuff like that. And so they were like, you guys should invite Barbie. And so I think it came from production, if I remember right. The main idea.
Okay.
But we weren't opposed to it.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how, if then Barbie was just like, you should come too.
Yeah.
Or if you were there and we were like, oh, bring her too. Or like,
I don't know how it came about, but my mom was like, we're going to this.
Fun.
I was like, great, let's do it.
I bet it was production always trying to step it up and how can we make it different? Because I feel like we already did a murder mystery party, so how do we make it different? Oh, invite Barbie. But we've invited Barbie before. How do we make it different? Let's invite her daughter this time.
That could be.
Like every season, you got to kind of step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the murder mystery party? Had you done one before?
I hadn't done one. I mean, those are so fun. You did such a good job, too, just organizing it all. I mean, I don't know how much you were involved in the production.
But I didn't write. Like, there was somebody that wrote the script. Yeah. There was people that came in to do special effects.
Who won again? I'm forgetting.
Nobody really won.
Okay.
It was just more like who did it, and it ended up being all of us on that one.
It was
a convoluted, weird outcome.
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be something you could actually try and figure out.
Yeah, I don't think they made that one so you could figure out.
I don't think so
Like they wanted
either.
to make sure everyone was
It was
surprised.
like more of just a skit, like a performance.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Where and you acted out in the first episode where
because the first one I was the murderer, and then the second one it was all 3 of us. First Hef was being accused, but then it turns out it was the 3 of us doing it. And it's fun, and it does include everybody, and it's cute for the show. But in real life, if I were doing another one,
what did you think of it? Like, what was your feedback on that one?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the murder mystery parties. I would keep doing them.
Have you guys been to the Magic Castle?
Yeah. That place is so great.
Yeah.
We love it there.
Was everybody nice at the party? Like,
So nice. Yeah. Yeah. And I felt like so much more welcomed by you ladies than honestly the second group. Like, I feel like you guys were so much kinder and more welcoming.
Thank you.
Aw.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah. So everyone was good, like the staff and the playmates, and
Yeah.
there was nothing weird or any stories.
You know, you have some interesting interactions with some of the men there for sure. I did, at least. Like, everyone's trying to just.
They need to watch themselves.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I would love for you to
I don't-
expand on that because we were in kind of a weird thing where nobody was allowed to talk to us.
Oh, really?
But my first year at Fun in the
Wait.
Sun, before I was a girlfriend, like all those guys were trying to ask me out and like get me on a date. And it was always like kind of like you didn't want to offend anybody because you still want to be
Yeah.
invited up, but you don't want to say yes either.
And you don't want them to say, oh, them to tell Hef, oh, that girl's a bitch. Or
Yeah,
something.
totally.
So
Because
they
you
had
always
a
thought that.
rule. He had a rule that people couldn't talk to you?
Yeah,
Or, like,
well,
couldn't hit on you?
Yeah, couldn't hit on us and stuff for like the part.
I mean, also, people wouldn't do that because
Yeah, it
you're
was like a-
girlfriend. It was like,
Unspoken thing, I feel.
yeah.
yeah.
People wouldn't do that. 'Cause you guys are dating half, and they, no one wants
But
to.
like when new people were brought up, they'd be told like, just stay away from those three. Like everybody else, whatever, but like stay away from those three.
Yeah.
So we didn't get it as, I mean, Holly got it the first year, but like we didn't really get it as much or see it as much. But I've heard other people's stories. So it was like a thing.
I wouldn't say anyone specifically. Like, I don't, want to
Yeah.
name any names, but I think it was my first time interacting with like older men that are hitting on me, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
But now, as an older woman, I get hit on a lot by older men, and I live in Aspen, which everyone's like 20 plus years on me, so it's more common.
It's crazy to me because, and even back then, I probably would have thought this too. I don't think it's just necessarily something I think being older, but I just feel like you're Barbie's daughter. You should have been kind of off limits to those old guys. Like, I feel like that's a bold move.
yeah.
Bold move.
I
don't know why
agree.
I'm so surprised, but I'm like, ugh,
Yeah, I agree.
come on.
I mean, no one was doing anything inappropriate.
Yeah.
It was just a level.
You could tell.
Yeah. And I did get asked out by a few guys after. They were like, let's get together. And
Ray Anthony. That's what comes to
I was
mind.
going to say Ray. Ray didn't really try anything. No, someone else. I'm not going to name names, though. And I've still remained friends with several people from the mansion.
Oh, that's
which was
good.
great.
Yeah. We'll ask you about that towards the end, who you still talk to. What did you feel like? What did it feel like being part of the show and everything?
It was exciting. I mean, I wasn't the feature. My mom and I
Yeah.
weren't featured as much as you guys. And so it was just like, it just felt like we were as part of the experience,
Yeah.
getting to be part of the experience.
And we could get into it more if you want to come back for this episode. But was it weird having us come to your house and like cameras invade your house? in season
I thought
5?
that was more fun, honestly, because I was comfortable. It was like my home.
Yeah.
It was bringing you guys into my home. Like, you and I went snowboarding.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That
I
was
remember I
fun.
was like, I'm being a horrible teacher.
No, I was just going to say thank you for having patience with
You
me.
just kept
'cause
falling
it
on
was
your
my
tush,
second day
and
ever
then-
trying to snowboard.
And snowboarding's so much harder than I wish we had put you on skis. Like, I know you really wanted to snowboard because you were like, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
But skiing is so much easier to learn. And you would have been
Really?
able to get down the mountain. And like, snowboarding just takes, what I like to say is snowboarding takes a while to get good at, to like be able to get down the mountain. Skiing you can learn really quickly, but it takes a while to get that like expert level. We can
Interesting,
just like do
yeah.
the basics for a long time, and then that expert level takes some skill. And snowboarding, it takes a while to learn, but once you learn, you can do expert stuff pretty quickly after.
I'm just laughing because I was thinking about that time we were at the house and the dinner, and I'm such a picky eater. Like, I'll eat junk food all day, but like anything like fufu or whatever, I'm such a picky eater.
We had
And
Randy, I think, catered it. Randy Placeres.
I don't remember.
The chef from Hawaii.
Yeah.
I remember there was a salad that had edamame on it that was so good. Like, I still remember it.
Yeah. It was Randy then, if it was the chef from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And that chef, he was my chef since we lived in the house. He like helped raise me.
That's so
basically. He's
cool.
awesome. And then I just had a bat mitzvah, and he he was the chef for my bar mitzvah.
I love that.
Well, I'm
That's
sure
so cool.
the food was amazing to everybody else, but I'm like really picky about like seasonings and herbs and like things and certain meats and like all this kind of stuff. And then afterwards, I was like, do you guys have like a frozen pizza or anything like in the freezer? You guys were like digging through the freezer going, do we have mac and cheese or pizza?
We have like nothing unhealthy. My dad's Brussels sprouts and beans all day. That's all
That's so
he eats.
funny.
He's like got his routine.
Oh no, like a candy bar, anything.
We have no junk food in that house. That was also as a kid. Like we didn't have any junk food around.
Oh, wow.
It was
And I remember, and maybe you remember this or not, but I remember I had to print something. It was like for the show or for something. I don't know what it was that I had to print. Why would I need to print something there? I remember, and we went down into like this office area. And we were trying to get the printer to work. Does that ring a bell at all to you?
kind of. I don't remember the specifics, but we do have a printer area.
And there was this, it's just a vague memory. And I'm just trying to think, what were we doing? Why?
I don't know.
And another vague memory, was there something about teeth?
Yo, teeth. Yeah, no, I found a canister of human teeth in the bathroom of the guest room I stayed in. It was cool.
We're like, why do we feel weird here?
You stayed in that house. Why do we feel weird here? Yeah, that was part of this weird art piece that's like this human. I mean, it's not, I don't think they're real, but it's just like the weird art piece of like smiles and.
I saw a funny meme the other day, and it was like, patient goes to the doctor, and doctor says you need this prescription, this medication. And you go to the pharmacy, and you say, my doctor says I need this prescription. And the pharmacy says, okay, and talks to your insurance and says, her doctor says she needs this prescription. And then the insurance says, does she really need that, though? Let's ask the doctor. And it just goes in circles like that. And I thought, this is so true. Insurance can be confusing. People often don't know what's covered, what's not, or where to even begin. And when you're talking about things like GLP-1s, it can be even more confusing or more gray areas. That's what's super cool about Roe's Free Insurance Checker. It breaks it all down for you, making it easier to get the care that you may already qualify for. Roe gives you the info you need to feel confident in your decision to start treatment. So basically, Roe's Insurance Checker lets you know if you're covered for GLP-1s. For free. And it's super easy. If you want to see if you're covered, just submit your insurance card and Roe will take care of the rest. There's no paperwork and no hassle, no waiting on hold. And then Roe's Free Insurance Checker will send you a comprehensive report of your coverage details so you can make a decision that's right for you and your goals. If me or a family member needed a GLP-1, Roe is where I would start. Go to ro.co/nextlevel for your free insurance check. That's ro.co/nextlevel to see if your insurance covers GLP-1s for free. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications.
There's some weird artwork
Wait, the
in that
canister of
house.
teeth aren't real?
Yeah, I think it was part of an art piece from the one I'm remembering.
Oh, I was convinced they were real to this day.
I thought they were real. I thought they were like kids' teeth.
I'm gonna go back
No, I
in
think they
and
were
send you guys a
adult-sized
photo.
teeth.
Next
Yeah,
time I
do
go to
it.
that house,
Yeah.
I'll
It was
see if
like
I
in
can
like
find
a
it.
canister or a jewel box on the counter in the bathroom of the guest room we stayed in. Yeah.
Okay. That I know exactly which art piece you're thinking of. It's like a box and it's got all these human teeth.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're real.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like a tooth fairy art piece.
cute.
But it's not cute.
No, I love, like, I know you guys say
just
there's like
weird.
energy, but I wasn't very, and it might have been because all the drama I had at that time, but I wasn't very sensitive to like energy or like spiritual things back then. And I just remember feeling like the house was like this wonderland. Like everywhere you look, there was like this new cool thing.
That is true.
So I was
It
purely
a
just
lot
like
of cute
appreciating
things.
like the surface.
Did you and Hef sleep in the same room? There? Okay.
Yeah.
In that guest room.
Yeah.
And you slept in the one next door to her?
I think so, yeah.
And then Kendra slept in my brother's room?
I'm not
Which
sure.
is the craziest room.
Right.
Which room was your brother's room? I forgot.
It's just it's so wild. It's like just sharp edges, like lots of things poking out of the walls and just shapes, all shapes
Yeah.
and colors everywhere. It's just got so many colors and textures and shapes. It's like a lot going on.
I can't wait to rewatch
Very
that episode.
psychedelic.
I know.
It's very psychedelic. I want to rewatch that episode too now.
That's so cool.
You know what I'm completely shocked about is that Hef spent the night there.
Me too. Like it's a big get
Does
to
he
get him
never-
to travel. No, it's rare to get him to travel.
Yeah.
And when he does, it's like he's very particular about his food. Like we have to pack all the food
remember
and bring
that.
it with
I remember
us.
that.
Like he only wants to stay at a Four Seasons. Like it was always very like particular.
And he doesn't want to spend the night anywhere if he doesn't have to. Even when we have our own hotel suite named after him in Vegas, he wants to come home the same night.
Really?
So I feel like it's just mind-blowing that he was like, okay, we'll spend the night.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show like how much he was enjoying the show and like the camaraderie he had with your mom.
Yeah.
And like
Wow.
what a good time we were all having at that time.
But I remember cooking with my mom in the morning, and she
Yes.
was like, Hef likes it this way, Hef likes it that way. Like, we have to make it perfect for him. And she knew all the nuances of, like, what he likes, you know, how the cantaloupe likes, you know, needs to be cut.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
And so that must have been a thing. Like, did you guys, when he didn't want to travel, did you often go back with him, or did you?
We had to, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very rare, especially for me. Like sometimes you and Kendra could, but unless we were filming something specifically for the show, like those were the only nights I was ever away from him. As if we were like
Wow.
filming an episode in Alaska for 2 nights or going to Jamaica for my sister's wedding for 2 nights. Like I could probably count on like 2 hands the amount of nights over 7
Wow.
years that I was like away for the night.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was crazy.
How was that for you?
Weird. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like my whole 20s were just such a weird in a bubble experience. I
Yeah.
feel like I have a lot of arrested development because of it, which in a way is fine because like I never wanted like a cookie cutter life, but it's a thing. Like it's a thing I still notice with things I do today or things I did in my 30s that like people would ordinarily get done in their 20s and stuff, you know?
Yeah. And just like the amount of sovereignty of like coming into yourself, like that's that period of like discovering who you
Yeah.
are and who Holly Madison is. And then you're with this guy 24/7. He's got all these rules, like just kind of uncovering the layers of you. And
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. I wonder if my mom had a similar experience because she was with him for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm so
She
curious.
must have.
But one thing that was a little like he didn't have, I mean, she never had any rules or anything.
Yeah.
And she went on tour. She was a touring musician. And I remember him being really angry, or she told me that he was like upset that she was touring all the time and didn't like that. But she was just like, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in a band and I'm going to go tour. And so she was gone a lot.
Yeah.
She was gone a lot. I think that was.
Well, and I feel like that's probably one of the reasons he started doing rules too. Like, okay, if you're gonna be my girlfriend, you can't work, and I don't want you going places, and I don't want you doing that. Not just because of your mom, but every time he had a girlfriend, and then she did something that he didn't like or it bothered him, I think he's
rules got
thinking,
worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next time I'm gonna tell them they can't do that.
Wow. Okay. Maybe.
That's what it feels
So you guys
like.
had a ton of rules.
Yeah, we had curfews. Like we had
I
to be,
knew with the curfew.
and I mean, obviously, we can't date, and
Couldn't really have outside jobs. Like I could think of like maybe one girl during the Mean Girls era, he let work at like a plastic surgeon's office, but like he didn't really give a shit what she was doing, you know?
Yeah, I let Crystal work at the bank.
Yeah.
She worked at the bank.
Yeah, so it just sort of depends.
Wait.
Not that Crystal.
Okay.
A Crystal that was there when we were there. She worked at the bank. It kind of
Did you guys
depends
have other
on.
girlfriends? He had other girlfriends when you
Oh
were on
my-
the episode?
No,
No,
before
before.
Girls Next Door, we
Okay.
were there for like 3 or 4 years, and there was so many. There was like the 7 girlfriends era, so he had 7 girlfriends.
Oh, I remember that.
But there was like a revolving door too, and there were so many of them, and so not everybody, but so many of them were awful. It was just
Wow.
like horrendous,
Really bad.
7 girlfriends, and you guys were there. Was Kendra there for that?
No, the tail end. She was there for like a couple months of
Wow.
it.
Yeah, she witnessed a little bit, but
Yeah.
didn't really have to like put up with it.
And there were mean girls that like.
oh, my mic is falling off.
I'll put pressure this way so it doesn't knock the drinks over.
Okay, I'll just hold it for the rest of it.
Oh, here they are.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Nah,
just gonna.
It's falling off though, but
I'll just hold it for the rest of it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
all right.
I kind of wish I wore something cuter to like.
No, you look cute.
Yeah, you
I
look
didn't
totally
quite
fine.
realize it was going to be a film.
whole production. Yeah.
Sorry, that's
I miss
Now
the
I know
days when
next time.
podcasts were just audio. Like,
Oh, I do too.
life would be so
honestly.
much easier.
Yeah, I was like, just wear jeans, whatever.
So the next morning we did like breakfast and sledding. Are there any funny stories though that you can
Wait, now
think
we're
of?
totally on Kickin' Aspen.
Yes. Oh, that's what it was called too. I forgot.
It was called
Yeah.
Kickin' Aspen. Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I remember sledding being fun, and then I was finally starting to feel like I was in the groove, like with the breakfast and the
Yeah.
sledding and stuff. Because breakfast,
You're like, welcome to
I
Aspen.
like breakfast food, and then the
Yeah, my
sledding
mom,
was good.
the breakfast cooking with my mother was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Just watch our dynamic and you'll understand our relationship. she's like the Demeter, like overbearing mother a little bit.
Yeah. Were there any funny stories like from being there that you recall?
Of Kickin' Aspen?
Yeah, or any of it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I think it was so funny watching you learn to snowboard and just
know.
like every time just
The worst
falling
student.
down. You were like, I'm over it. Let's just go get White Russians, you know?
No, that's me. I'll see you. I'll be by the fireplace.
And you didn't
drinking a
want to
hot toddy.
go, right?
No.
You were just like, I'm not even
over
going.
it. Over it.
Yeah. And I think just you guys seeing the house for the first time, you were like, we thought the mansion was a thing. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
my
so much
mom was
fun.
really inspired by the mansion for a lot of, you know, her bedroom has is on a wheel. And so the bedroom spins.
The
or
whole bedroom?
The bed.
Oh, the bed. Oh.
The bed and the bedside tables. Didn't have that?
He had a round bed. The mattress part would spin around.
Yeah, that's what my mom had. So I think she got inspired. But it was built in the 80s, so like it would get all wrapped up.
That's so
I
funny.
mean, my parents' house is similar to Hef's in a way. Like the whole thing needs a little update, you know?
Yeah.
It's so
But
cool, though.
when you have these like state-of-the-art technologies that are built 20 years ago, they're no
Right.
longer state-of-the-art.
Yeah.
But like back then, it was like
So cool.
the coolest thing that they could do.
Yeah. Like
But yeah, I mean, I think just having you guys run around and watch and like see the house for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember some of the other things.
What about your friends? Did they watch the episode and they were like, oh my God?
Yeah, at college. I was in college, and so I remember watching it with all my friends. It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a funny story back in the day about how your friends said they found a movie your mom was in, and it was not a movie your mom was in.
Oh my
But it was like
gosh, I
listed on the
told you
internet
this.
called Naughty Cheerleader.
Yes. You have such a good memory. Yeah, so weird. I found that's so funny you're mentioning this. There is this website that advertises this film that advertises my mom is in this porno. It's like a total porno. I can't remember the name. I don't think it's called Naughty Cheerleader. I think it's something like Death Star type. It's like a death. Yeah. Anyway, I have to find it and I'll let you guys know. And I ordered it because I was like, my mom's in porn? You know, like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's something my mom did not tell me.
Yeah.
She's in a porno. So I ordered this thing and it was totally not my mom.
Oh my God.
It was like this other chick. And it was clearly, I mean, I'm her daughter. I know. And
Yeah.
I was like, that is not my mother. And it said featuring Barbie Benton. I mean,
That is like lawsuit territory.
lawsuit territory.
That's the same thing
for
that happened to me,
sure.
remember? So there was these pornos with my picture on the front.
What?
It
Wait,
was one that Octavio
what?
took.
Oh, they took your space girl
My
photo?
space. It was like a
That's
1950s
bizarre.
And it said
space.
featuring-
very camp photo.
Yeah, very campy, and it was like a like retro futuristic
Yeah.
space porno, and it had my thing on the cover, and I was freaking out about it, and Playboy got them to take it down, but there's still all these pornos out there with my face on the cover.
I remember that
Wow.
now that you mentioned that was that picture. That's crazy.
And I wanted to sue them, but they were like, "Well, they're not gonna pay it."
Yeah, you're never
But I
gonna
don't know
get the
how
money.
you just don't pay it if you're like, how does that work?
So what
Like,
did you do?
Nothing. I wasn't allowed to do anything. They got them supposedly to take them, like stop selling them and take them off the shelves.
Yeah. Were you at Playboy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
It's a
and
weird-
actually, my mom has some interesting stories about Playboy Records. You remember, like you guys, that was pre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before us, yeah.
So my mom was represented by Playboy Records, and there were some interesting legalities there, where like they owned all of her music and some of the royalties and stuff. Like weren't exactly paid out. I mean,
Wow.
I believe that.
Yeah, totally.
yeah. And I remember her telling me now that she wanted to do certain things that she knew would blow up and like certain songs that she knew would be hits, and they just wouldn't allow certain things. And
Wow. doesn't surprise me, but yeah. That's
Not at
crazy.
all.
But yeah, I mean, Playboy was such an enterprise at one point.
It really
I feel like
was.
honestly, it was in my mom's like heyday. Actually, I found a magazine at my grandmother's house. It was a Time magazine from I want to say 76, and it was Hef, and then it had a photo of my mom, and it said "The Woman Behind the Man."
Oh,
And
cute.
it was Time magazine.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I think that was when Playboy was like really in its prime, and then the Girls Next Door came around and really like reinvigorated the entire brand. I mean, the show became so popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. This wasn't one of my questions, but it just occurred to me. Do you have like a favorite cover or picture of your mom from that time?
Yeah, there's some good. I mean, she was on I think 3 or 4 covers.
Because some of them are so cute.
There's one where she's on the cover and she's like biting a little. She's
stir
got like a
stick with the
Playboy bunny. Like
Yeah.
stick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, but
So
she's
cute.
looking really cute there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's this artist, Jason Messier. I have to say, I'm going to write this down and send you guys a photo of this too. He does collage art pieces. And so he did a collage art piece of my mom, of my mom's face. He did one of me too, but there's one specifically of Playboy. It is so cute. It's got
Oh,
all
I
of
wanna
her magazine
see.
covers,
Oh,
all of like the
cute.
things, Playboy memorabilia, and honestly, you guys should have one done of you too. He does a lot of celebrities, and
Oh, I'd love to
he's
see
an
that. I'll have to
amazing
look it up.
artist.
Yeah, it sounds
And
cute.
you just like send him all your junk, and then he puts it in an art piece.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So you mentioned that you went back to the mansion after we left, and you were at the roller skating with the twins and Crystal.
I started going there. I mean, I lived in LA when I was in my early 20s, and so I'd go there from time to time. Like I was kind of always on the list, but I don't know. I didn't go that often. I didn't go that often.
and the
Go every now
vibe,
and
you
then.
feel like the vibe changed, like after we were.
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely, yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it was a
'cause-
lot less welcoming. You know, I didn't feel like I could build like a relationship with some of those other girls. Like, I don't actually even remember. That's so bad that I don't even remember. It was like Crystal and then 2 other girls that I can't even remember. And then honestly, so Hef's brother, Keith, was dating, what's her name? Do you know Hef's brother who she got married to?
Oh,
What's her name?
Chaya?
Was it Chaya?
Uh-huh.
She
That's
was
who-
really sweet.
Yeah, we love Chaya.
Yeah, she was very sweet. And I know she went through some stuff post,
Yeah.
like all the death of, you know, with Keith's death and stuff. I think she went through some hard challenges there,
Yeah, I think so too.
dealing with other people involved.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer.
Totally.
Seems like it became a little dramatic and like,
100%.
yeah.
And I don't know why it doesn't surprise me every time I hear it, but every time I hear it, it feels heavy, like I'm hearing it for the first time.
And everybody has the same story. Like things really changed, and it wasn't for the better. You know, like there was a very like a totally different vibe, and it wasn't, like you said, as inviting, and it was a little more negative, and to some stories it even seems a little sinister, things that were going on.
Yeah, totally.
So it's
Yeah.
really
I'm curious, like, how did it happen that you guys ended up breaking up? Like, was it one by one?
kind of, but all at once at the same time.
Yeah, well, Kendra was the first one to have a foot out the door. Like she'd already met her fiance and they were already planning like a spin-off and stuff like that. You were signing on to do a show but didn't really have plans to
It was
leave
the
at that
travel show?
moment.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to do
that's
the
such a good
travel
show.
show, but I wasn't planning on leaving the mansion, but I wasn't going to be at the mansion
yeah,
either.
and you probably had all the rules. You couldn't leave.
Yeah, well, I would be gone to film the show.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, in between, I'll come back and then, you know, whatever.
And then Hef and I had been doing in vitro and it didn't work. So I kind
wow.
of was just like changing my mind about the relationship.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
everything just came to a head and ended like with a snap of a finger. Like very, I think to everybody else felt abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think anybody wanted to stay now that it was clear that he was going to, you know, like Bridget didn't want to stay if he's moving these other weird girls in that nobody
Yeah.
knows. And it's,
It got very unsafe at the mansion. Like, I couldn't even leave without locking my door, and people would come busting in my room, and there were fights in the hallway.
Like girls?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was just like vicious.
I'm so surprised that Hef allowed that.
I am too.
You know? Like, for what purpose? Like, what
The
was his-
bedroom.
yeah.
What do you mean, the bedroom?
He had girls coming back up into the bedroom.
Into his? Mm-hmm. And you think that was the purpose?
So he was putting up
around?
with stuff that he normally wouldn't have put up with because they're coming in the bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah, he
'cause,
doesn't
like-
care if we don't like it because we're on our way out.
Yeah, because like when I was around, I
Wow.
was not like recruiting other girls to come into the bedroom or
Yeah.
anything like that. But then he gets with the new set and they're like bringing girls upstairs and doing all this weird shit. And like, that's amazing if they're beating them up in the hallway, themselves up in the hallway, as long as this
Wow.
other stuff is going on. I think he just like had blinders on. And I think the three of us kind of leaving all at once threw him for a loop and made him feel very out of control. And
Yeah.
control was so important to him in the relationships, hence all the rules that
Yeah.
I think he kind of had like a late in life crisis
Yeah.
a little bit.
And he hadn't really, like, had Hef ever been single, you know? I don't know. Has he? Had he?
Single in what way?
Like
just
without a girlfriend, you know?
I don't think
I think there's
so.
always
I
been
think
a
there's-
girl. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how
It
serious
seems like-
the relationships
exactly.
are,
It's
but
like I think there's always, so it's just, I mean,
has to fill the gap.
yeah,
you know?
it's like he can't be alone.
No.
And so like when you guys were leaving, he's like,
just took the first
I got
thing he saw.
I can't be
Yeah.
alone.
yes.
No.
Yeah, I think there was definitely
Yeah,
some
it's
panic.
probably like a lot of internal dynamic. He's just like, whatever, there's girls around, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow,
How
that's got to
long-
be such an interesting dichotomy to just like witness that as his girlfriends who have been in with him 7 years. And it must have, like, I'm curious how it felt to just be like, did it feel like you were being like just replaced or
yes.
something?
I felt so.
It was a very weird feeling because even though I shouldn't have felt bad because he didn't treat me great the whole time we were together, I did feel very guilty leaving him. And it got to the point where I was still working at the Playboy studio at the time. So like after we broke it off, I would still go down to the dinners and sit next to him. But then I'm like, what am I doing? Like I want him to
Yeah.
meet somebody else and move on. So I'm not going to go to these. I'm leaving the seat empty. So I very much wanted him to like move on and be happy. But then you see the next person he moves on to, you know, you're hearing a lot of things and it doesn't seem like the best thing for him. And that doesn't feel good to me. Even though he wasn't great to me, it still doesn't feel good to me. And it's just it's a weird thing to witness. And it's also very weird, you know, when you feel like the three of us were there and we created such a moment in time there and we're part of that place for so long. And then you're just kind of treated like you're not part of like that extended Playboy family anymore
Yeah.
because somebody else comes in and they're jealous and they feel threatened. And it's just, it's a weird mixture of feelings. Very
and did
weird.
you guys go back after? Did you ever go back to the mansion after you left?
I did a couple times, but it was mostly for like TV shows. Like I was doing a spinoff in Vegas and it was the same producer who did Girls Next Door, Kevin, who was so close to Hef. And he would always want to do things like, oh, you got to go back and like congratulate Hef for getting engaged. And like I was down to do it just to like show people like what my real thoughts on it were and things like that. So there were a couple times like that, but I never like went back to a party or anything like that afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went back for some things, and then at some point they just cut me off the list. They wouldn't let me speak to him at all anymore. Wouldn't even give him my phone messages or anything.
What?
So, but
So
at the
wild.
beginning, I had a lot of guilt too. Like we're all leaving him, and I feel bad. And I was offering to even, like he was like, "You don't have to leave," and I was like, "Okay, well, I could stay, you know, a little bit." And then things got weird, and I was like, "No, that's not going to work out." And then it does feel like you're being replaced, especially with the show and stuff, since they think they can just put 3 new girls in there.
Totally.
And then
You guys like really created that whole brand. Like it was like a new identity for Playboy. You know?
Thank you.
yeah, I agree.
It was a total resurgence of the brand that was kind of, in a way, it was like a, you know, I think before the Girls Next Door came around, it was almost like a dying brand. Like it was on its way out. And then Girls Next Door gave it this whole new representation of like, okay, what's actually happening? And it became popular again and back in the media. And
I feel like it gave the brand an extra 10 years.
totally.
I think so too.
Totally.
And
Yeah,
it's
then
why
it was-
it's even
the show-
relevant now.
The show was just not as good the second round, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I felt a lot of betrayal, like,
Totally. Yeah, I'm
you know,
sure.
later, like being taken off the list and not being invited to things and
Yeah, you-
not being allowed to talk to Hef
Yeah,
and
that's
even
hard.
being replaced on the show. I just felt like, wait, what? This is so wrong. It's not right.
I would agree. That feels wrong.
How long did you were you still going to the mansion after we were
I mean, I was on the list until he passed away, so I could have gone whenever.
okay.
I just didn't really go. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. I went, he had you remember probably like it was Sunday fun day and pool days. And
Yeah.
so I'd go to some of those and I'd often go on Friday. Wasn't it Casablanca I'd go to the Casablanca nights. Those were fun. Those were fun for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was always a good time. Just like, I think I just wanted to do other things with my Sunday off. And I'm like the chick on the beach that's roller skating every Sunday. Like, getting outside and like doing hikes and stuff.
What?
Your mic is
Okay,
struggling.
I'm still hanging on. I'm still going to hold on to it.
Do you think your mom will ever do our podcast?
I don't know. I talked to her last night. I was like, why won't you do it? But I think after I do it and she hears it, she'll probably be more keen to do it. I think she's nervous. She just loves Hef. She like she'll never say anything negative about him.
We would give her every question in advance.
Yeah.
Edit out anything she doesn't want.
We'll get
and
her.
we want to talk about like niche stuff too. Like I'm so interested in her just like finding the house
Yeah.
or like
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get her.
yeah.
And
She's so interesting. Like people keep reaching out to her about. Someone reached out to her about paranormal activity.
Yes,
at the mansion.
I told them to
Okay.
because she told me a few ghost stories back in her time, and I was like, you know who you really need? After I did the interview with this guy, I'm like, you really need to talk to Barbie, but she
Yeah, so
wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't do it. No, and he reached out to me then, and he was like, "Can you contact your mom?" And so I kept reaching out to my mom, and she's like, "I'm just not interested." Yeah,
It's such a fun article, though.
I
Like,
thought it'd be great. I don't know.
yeah.
She's interesting with like, I think she's just honestly, she just enjoys her privacy at this point, and I think that, I don't know. I asked her, it's so funny, I'm producing a show, like a theatrical show right now, and I wanted her to be one of the characters. I was like, this would be so cool if you're in my show that I'm producing. She was just like, nope, not interested.
Aww. Well, that was my next question.
I was
Tell us
going
what
to
you're up
cast her
to.
as the overbearing mother.
Oh,
that was
well,
a role.
maybe that's why she doesn't.
That's so funny.
So you're producing. What else are you up to? Are you still doing the aerial and everything?
Yeah. So after I met you guys, I went back to Colorado, started a circus school. So I worked at Google at one point, and then I quit my job at Google and joined the circus.
I love
That's so
that.
cool.
And I launched a circus school in Denver called Circus Collective. A little shout out. And ran that for several years and then sold it and moved back to Aspen and launched Art of Air, which is what I do now. So we provide entertainment for corporate events like aerialists and, those girls at the Playboy Mansion that were often like body painted,
Yeah.
those kind of things, like any sort of entertainer, fire dancers. I'm sure I'd love to get, I don't even know if they're doing a lot of stuff at the mansion now, but that would be like a client I would have. And then on more for passion project, I produce my own shows. And they're like immersive theatrical shows that we kind of walk through or experience.
That's so
So
fun.
I'm launching a new one, summer 2026. It's based on the Eleusinian mysteries. Yeah, and the whole script is like the myth of Persephone, essentially.
Oh, that's so cool.
Do you know that myth?
Yeah.
It's like where Persephone gets stolen, taken to Hades. Actually, probably a lot of like undertones of Playboy in there. She gets taken to Hades, and she's the most beautiful woman, and her mom searches the world looking for her daughter, can't find her daughter, finds out that she went to hell. And Hades won't give her back. She was like kidnapped. So her job as a goddess is to like bring plants and animals to the earth. So when she can't get her daughter back, she goes into a cave and just cries for months, and the earth starts to die. And so Zeus gets involved, and he has a chat with his brother. His brother's Hades, and he's like, "You gotta give Persephone back to the earth." And Hades convinces Persephone to eat 6 pomegranate seeds, so she has to stay in the underworld for 6 months, and then she can go above for 6 months, and that's like the myth of the seasons, essentially. So that's the show. But the Eleusinian Mysteries was this cult back in ancient Greece that like ran for thousands of years, and people would basically run through like ritual theater with this concept and give. Aristotle did it, Plato did it, Marcus Aurelius. They took psychedelics, actually. It was the first documented psychedelic journey.
Wow, that's so cool.
But my show is like an immersive experience of this. So we're casting Cirque du Soleil, Joffrey Ballet.
Nice.
It's gonna be amazing.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Where do
that's-
you do it?
I'm gonna do that one. I'm launching it in Aspen because I fundraised. I've got I'm still in fundraising, trying to raise money to pull this off. And then I'm going to do proof of concept. It's going to be in churches, so we're going to tour it.
That's so cool.
And our first one's going to be in Aspen at the Aspen Church, in the church in Aspen. And then I'm planning on, I'd love to take it to LA and do it in like one of the big churches here.
Ooh, that'd be so
Yeah,
cool.
and run it for like a month. You
That's
know?
neat. Yeah.
So I'll have to tell you guys when I do that.
Yes, we'd love to see
But
it.
it's just, that'll be in a few years. You know, first I got to prove the concept, then raise some money to make it happen. But in the meantime, I get the corporate gigs that like pay the bills.
Right.
Yeah.
Love that.
But yeah, we're booking aerialists. I still perform from time to time, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love all that.
Thank you so much for coming. This was such a
Yeah.
fun
So
chat.
good. So good to talk to you guys.
I know.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
It's been a
100%.
long time. We say that. Oh, and we can't forget to do a picture.
Oh,
we
yeah, for
always
sure.
forget to do a picture.
So before we do our picture, just signing off, if you'd like more content, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/girlsnextlevel. Check out our merch at girlsnextlevel.shop, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.